All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome live tonight here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hot Atlanta, and that's right, for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Xfinity Series. Well, guess what? About 20 seconds here. We're in the middle of qualifying. We got 20 seconds till we grid these boys up, though. And these guys here tonight, well, as always, Joe White up here in the booth. And I also accompanied by Dave Everly, Dre Broadcast. Dave, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Joe?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man. And I tell you what, it's going to be awesome to see these guys fly around this place here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You know, this track can be slick and just very treacherous style track as we're getting set to grid up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching some of these guys in qualifying. It looked like turn 4 is going to be the turn that a lot of these drivers are going to have to watch out for, because just get that push off and they got to watch, because that wall comes up real quick there on the exit of turn 4.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, let's grid these bad boys up here tonight. On pole, Alan J. Elwood puts it out front. Jake Nichols there sitting in second. You got Mason Whitesell in third. Cameron Hearn sitting in fourth. Eric Test, the Iceman from the Netherlands, is back here starting in fifth. Nate Trito, the hard charger, we call him, sitting in sixth. Bryce Senasack in seventh. There he is, Mr. Extreme himself, Mike Rominger in eighth. Ninth place man, Hunter McDaniel. Round out the top 10, Richie Evans. Look through the rest of the field. 32 of some bad fast boys. 33, actually, excuse me. Maybe 32, my bad. Out here as we look through it, boy, I tell you, it's talent-based out here, Dave.
Yeah, it is every week here. That's one thing I love about coming here, calling these races. You know, we've got some guys towards the back of the field that Ken Ladd starting back in 25th. You got Matt Hoover and them back there in 23rd. You got Tyler Stiffer, Davis Richards. Thing is those guys have a chance at winning this race.
They do. Anybody here has a chance of pulling this thing off. I mean, most notably, we always got to let everybody know that, hey, there's no fast fix here, so you got to be very, very mindful of that, very careful. I mean, big field, big speed here at Atlanta. Atlanta's one of these tracks, man, that just brings about some awesome, awesome speed to it.
Yeah, most definitely, Joe. I mean, they give it the nickname Hot Atlanta. So, it's got some wicked speed to it, but then again, that track gets slick too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, and said here, man, to grid these boys up, and it's going to be awesome, like you said. That pace car is going to wind them out here, and man, that's a huge field right there. Field of dreams. There you go. What do you think?
It's a pretty big field of dreams right there, Joe.
There you go. Well, a lot of field of horsepower, I'll tell you that.
Whole lot of V8s sucking down that go-go juice.
No doubt, man. Gotta love it, man. Smell of racing here tonight. Well, it's been an awesome one out here. I don't even know who to even root for or pick. I mean, Jake's been on fire. Alan J. Elwood's been up our Mason Whitesworth company. We've seen Tom Whitmore pull it off last week in a thriller of a win. So, man, it could be anybody, man, here tonight.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see how this is going to go. I mean, these guys got 140 laps here in Atlanta. So anything could happen. Pitch strategy is definitely going to play a key. I tell you what, I am going to keep my eyes on that 6 of Tom Whitmore here tonight.
Yep, no doubt. I definitely went there with you on that one. He could be playing a factor here all night long as these guys get set to go. Green flag racing here as we're going to get set here to go live here tonight. I'll split this thing up here on some split screening for you. What's up? Oh, I was about to say, what's up, Dave? You out there in the chat?
Yeah, I'm everywhere, Joe. Come on, man.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Green flag in the air. That's one thing we're at right now. We're racing at Atlanta here. As boy, I tell you, Alan J. Elwood jumps out front. Jake Nichols got his hands full with the that Law Dog Racing, I believe, is what they switched over to now. But 99 there, Mason Whitesell takes the point in second place. Jake Nichols looks right there, middle of third. You get Cameron Hearn right behind him. And you also got right there behind him, that's Eric Tesh. And then the number 1 machine, that's actually Nate Trito.
Yeah, so, I mean, they got some big power. I mean, even looking back, Bryce Sinisak, one of the top guys there from the Truck Series previously, he's running there in 8th. Newcomer Hunter McDaniel, he's running back there in 9th. You got Richie Evans, Sean Houston, and you got a lot of big names, a lot of new names that are here to the Xfinity Series. So we got a very diverse crowd.
Yes, we do. Boy, these guys definitely are showing off their talent. How's that? Got a lot of talent out here, man. These guys want to show off here. So looking good so far. As we're out front here, we just completed that one lap right there. Give me just a second here. I'm setting up my other ticker. There we go. We're good now.
Are we good, Joe?
We're good.
You sure we're good?
Well, I was setting up the other ticker on the other screen, so we still was good on the one side.
Well, I'm not good. That's why I'm in the booth. These guys got the talent. I got the talent sitting here calling the race.
Hey, that's me, man. I'm going to tell you what, I definitely don't want to be out here with these bad, fast guys, man, as always. So there we go. Well, watching in the back here, too, also Ethan Kurtz, James Thorndike back there. Got some good battling going on in the back. It's up front right now. Alan J. Elwood's holding the point down. Jake Nichols there. You got Mason Whites on third. Cameron Hearn and Nate Trito up there. I mean, don't count out that man sitting there in 6th spot, though, Dave. That's Eric Tesh.
Yeah, definitely can't count out Tesk. He's proven time and time again. I think he likes to kind of lay it back a little bit at the beginning of the race because you'll see him kind of drop back a little bit and then he'll just get into a steady groove. Next thing you know, he's running up front.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man loves to stay out there and be kind of even. Well, look at this. Jake goes to the point high and wide. What do you think we're going to see groove-wise here in Atlanta? Right now, looks like that low line's working pretty good, but this is the first time I think I've been to this track since it's been a dynamic style track.
Well, I mean, what we're definitely going to see right now, they're going to run that inside lane. It's the fastest lane, quickest way around the track. But as we get longer in the green flag run, you're going to see these guys trying to work at middle to high lane. That's going to help them save a little bit on their tires. Now, running down low, you're going to be faster, but you're also going to scrub those tires a whole lot more.
Yeah, there you go.
I think like I said, as the green flag runs, also as the race gets further in its conception here, these guys are going to start moving up, and they're going to start going into tire conservation mode and thinking about pitch strategy.
All right, good deal. There you go. Heard it first. Dave, man, gave a good explanation. Right now, good battle going on, though, for second. That's Alan J. Elwood's got his hands full there with Mason White's on Nate Tritos. They go door to door, beating and banging just a little bit. Hang on to it there, fellas, man. We don't want y'all to hit the wall and end up crashing this thing.
I tell you what, Joe, I told you I was going to watch it, but take a look at the 6 of Tom Wetmore. Started 20th. We are 8 laps into the race, and he is already sitting back there in 11th position.
Absolutely. Man won last week, brought it to the front here, so he's definitely got a car, man, that actually can bring this thing home. We'll just have to keep an eye on what he's going to be doing. Well, I'll tell you what, also another one out there, and they said, man's off alone suspension, but he's back out here. John Houston out here trying to drive around, do things, sitting in 16th spot right now. And what's going on, Becky and Dre? Or Lopez. I'll say just Lopez, because I can't remember how to pronounce that first name. Andrea, I think is how I said it.
Well, it's D-R-E-I, so I'd say it's Drea, maybe? Drea?
No, it was something.
We'll just go with
it was different. Tyler taught. I want to say Andrea. It was different from what it's pronounced. You know what I mean? It was different. Anyways, Lopez, how's that?
Yeah, we'll go with Lopez.
Remember the South Park episode? Remember Cartman with the Lopez little puppet? Yeah. Anyways, well, we got a car smoking.
The only South Park episode I remember is Eric Cartman going, "Respect my authority."
That's right. Well, we need to respect the speed of these cars, and they need to respect the track out here. So it's definitely awesome. Over and out, Tyler's blinking. Tyler is Alan J. Elwood just spun. Whoa, just noticed that.
Whoa.
Wow. Let's go back on the replay here, Dave, see what just happened.
It looks like there's another car involved back there, too.
Yeah, it was. I know he was battling along with Nate Trito right there. They were side by side as we watch this replay right here. I mean, Alan was way up high. I don't know if he pushed up. Looks like they just contacted each other coming out and just ran out of real estate, basically, between the two cars. That's just basically what it looks like right there. Nate came up and boom. Lopez says Drea will do, by the way.
See, I told you I was right.
I thought it was Andrea, though, or something like that. Hey, you know what? That didn't bring a caution out.
No, we've actually had a couple cars spin that we missed that didn't bring out.
Well, keep up with your job, Dave.
I mean, Andy Starcher, he's down on pit road. David Elliott's down on pit road.
Yeah, wow, that's going to hurt.
Ethan Kurtz is down on pit road. He's now 3 laps down, so we've got a lot of action that we're missing all over the track here, Joe.
I know. I'm telling you what, usually that's uncommon for Atlanta to be that way, where usually if they get out there and wreck, especially 2 cars like that sliding throughout the field, I guess they got woed up just in time. But wow, yeah, we man, I'll blame it on Dave. He ain't doing the job. I tell you what.
Hey, what are you blaming it on me for? I didn't do it.
Oh man,
I'm trying to watch. There's 30-some cars out here. It's hard for even just 2 of us to watch them.
That's what I'm talking about. 30-some cars out here, and definitely doing some bad, fast things on a bad, fast, hot track here, and some bad, fast cars, folks. Because right now, Jake's out front. I told you it was Andrea, by the way. Ha ha. Anyways, Jake Nichols out front.
It's Adriana.
It don't matter. I was close enough. Folks, that's what it's about, man. We have some fun up here. Calling these races. Good one so far. Like I say, we still got 28 machines out here on the lead lap running around here. Kind of spread. Now we're under caution.
Well, it looks like we're under caution here, Joe.
Ooh, and I got a feeling that's involved Tom Whitmore.
That's what I'm looking for. I can't see it, though.
Yep, Tom came off the turn, lost it, and punched the inside wall. Now he looks like a mean Dre Broadcast Bulldog.
Yep, that was off of turn number 2 there. Just these turns sometimes here at Atlanta.
That's going to do it for him, unfortunately.
Oh, man, that's not going to be how he wanted to end his night.
No, it's not the good thing. Hey, Dave's a good good side of this, and I always like looking at the good and the bad. The good is he won last week. He punched his ticket into the chase. The bad is, like you said, it's going to end this night really early. Slick. That's the thing we've been talking about. Very slick. Coming out of these turns, got to be very, very careful of what you're doing out here. So, with that said, we're lap 17. Let's bring up this man right here who has been out for 5 weeks so far. Captain John Houston. Get talking with him. Bring him up here. John Houston, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy? He's shy. He's been out so long, he done forgot how to do the interview. John Houston, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy? He might have his mic off. Alright, well, we'll give him time to readjust here. We'll try to bring him back later on in the race. How's that?
That sounds good.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's been out. A little hiatus for a while. No harm, no foul. Yeah, Nancy, unfortunately, man, it's, I hate to see, man, Whitmore get out of there, because me and Dave up here, we love going back and forth over the Jake versus Tom deal.
Yeah, we did see Drew Broadcasting, though, come out on top last week there, Joe.
Yeah,
just got to remind you that.
Still one more.
Sometimes it's not about who wins the most.
Okay. Well, I bet right now OSR Network wins the championship.
I don't know. There's a lot of stiff talk. I mean, I don't want to say Tom Wetmore's going to win it, but
come on, now, that's your man. That's your man.
But it is my man. But I mean, come on, Joe.
We're just going to say we're going to go ahead, folks, and say it. Well, I know. Yeah, we're going to stay neutral in the competition. Anybody can win. Obviously, anybody comes in out here could win it. But we're going to say it now, folks. We're going to go ahead. When the chase comes, we're going to hope. Obviously, I'm going to hope my OSR Network car wins. Dave's going to hope his Dre Broadcast Network car wins. We'll say it like that. How's that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just a little friendly competition that me and you have, but also a friendly competition that Jake Nichols and Tom Wetmore have. So, I mean, it's just a friendly competition all the way around. Yeah,
man, it's fun, man, to get up here and do that. It's always fun. Like I say, we want to come out here and have things fun. And good race so far. Unfortunately, right there, I mean, we knew this track was slick. I'd heard that in practice. I talked to some of the drivers beforehand, Dave, and that's all they were complaining about. Track slick, track slick. Well, we just saw it right there. It just looped out from under him. Can happen to the best of them out there. You got to be very careful at this place, especially when tire wear starts coming a factor. And I'm going to say around lap 14, like what we were seeing, 13, 14s, when that tire wear is going to start to play a factor.
Yeah, but I'm also looking down here through the current standings, and I have to give some props out. Our hardest charger right now is going to be the 98 Tyler Sifford, starting 26, currently running back in 9th, 10th position. So he's running back there in 10th. I mean, he's gained 16 positions in just the first 20 laps.
Oh, nice. Well, I tell you what, that's always awesome to see. Mr. Popular himself. Becky's out there in the chat definitely rooting him on. We know Lopez out there, man, is definitely cheering. That's her man, by the way.
Yeah, I do believe I remember that. At least I think I do. I don't know. I'm getting old, too.
Hey, I'm old, man. Come on now. Pace car's in. Here we go. We're going green flag. Boy, Mason almost spun the tires on the restart there. Eric Tesh out front gets a good jump. Jake right there along with him. Mason Weitzel behind him. Mike Rominger moving it up there. Gotta watch out for him. And look at Mr. Hunter McDaniel right there in the 51. And Mike's blinking out a little bit. And is he going to come back? Because, boy, he went down on my screen all the way down. Did he do it on yours, Dave?
Yeah, I still haven't seen him come back. I think he had fell through there.
Oh, man, I hate to see that. Actually, I'll be able to tell you here in just a second, see what happened. Here we go. Well, up front, still got Jake, Eric Tess right there. Hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Hey, good to see you out there. Tell you what, good race so far. Eric Tesh, though, well, he is on the high side. There, Mike Rominger came back. Whew, good deal, man. I thought there for a minute we might have lost.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, though, especially here on iRacing that's dangerous for a driver, is when you have another driver blink out like that, you never know where they're going to come back. So, I mean, it's a risk. But like you said right there, 5700 McDaniel. Look at him go, running in the 5th position, running right behind. Oh, Eric Tesk is sideways. He is dirt tracking it a little bit.
Oh, we saw that right there, boy. And I tell you what, Hunter McDaniel and Mike Rominger had a front row seat to that play and definitely woke them up, man, in a heartbeat. Well, we got a battle up front, though, for the lead here. As we seeing these two guys, man, up front. They are nose to tail right now. Let's take it back to the back and show you some of the action going on back here in the back, because it's hot and heavy going on back there, too. But up front, 1 and 2, boy, they're definitely about to put it on each other. And most notably, we got Toyota versus Ford up there.
Toyota versus Ford. I tell you, I'm a Ford guy. Kind of nice seeing not a Chevy up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least they ain't Chevy up there.
Yeah. We don't need a Chevy. But here
although
they go.
Tom does drive a Chevy.
I know. I've talked to him. I've tried to get him over onto the Ford side, but he's pretty content staying in that Chevrolet.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That's okay. Look at that. Mason Weitzel takes it to the point, puts it up front there in the lead, and looking good so far over Jake. Boy, he puts that thing right there on that white. Look at those cars coming out of the turn 4 and turn 2, Dave. You can see the rear ends of them almost stepping out.
Yeah, most definitely. These drivers got their hands full on that wheel. I mean, they are going to be working it out. So, and just look how close they get to that wall coming right there off turn 2. I mean, they are just inches away from disaster.
They are. Look at that 8th place man, Marty Ray, pulling it up. Chris Gaboo right there in 9th. Eric Tess down in 10th. John Houston hang on to it, coming up to the 7th spot. Had a little hiatus right now, but he says, man, I'm back at it again here. Got me a powerhouse machine out here tonight. I want to show off, man, flex my muscles, so to speak.
Well, Joe, I want to say, if you look, though, Tom Wetmore is actually back out on the track, so looks like his pit crew was able to get that car to get back out on the track. So he's still out there trying to gain any point he can. Hey,
good. I mean, I just saw it smoking, and I figured it might be the end of the night. Obviously, usually when it's smoking, though, we'll see how long that thing can hold up. That's going to be the question. Can that motor hold up the whole entire time?
Yeah, that's, I think I'm with you on that. I mean, if it was smoking, it looks like he was only down on pit road for just about 3 minutes. So question is, can that motor take it? Especially if they get into these long green flag runs.
Yeah, no doubt. Boy, look at that 65 Marty Ray, the 5 machine up high. They'll go door to door coming out of turn 4. Boy, that seat number 5 there. Chris takes that spot coming to the line. We're at lap 28 of 140 on the inside. Here comes Eric Tess, though. He's going to make the pass on Marty Ray. And in the back there, James Thorndike with Nick Hunt and him. Well, they're all them cars back there 2x2.
Yeah, they are just, it looks like right now, definitely the inside lane's the place to be. Got a few that are trying to run that little bit mid to high lane. But looks definitely, you're going to have to block out lower lane if you don't want these guys to get around you.
Absolutely. Definitely, right now, the lower lane definitely beats the one that looks like it's the one that's working. I don't know if, for how long. Well, like I said, if we get on a long green flag run, that could prove to, I think the high line could prove to pay off. Did you fall asleep over there?
No, I'm trying to open my Pop-Tart. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I have my Pop-Tarts back.
Oh, Lord, man, got Pop-Tarts back. I hear you.
Hey.
Look at that, Alan J. Elwood back up to 11.
Oh, he's moving up. I mean, after we seen him take the pole, got into that little bit of incident, kind of fell back, but good job there to Alan Elwood moving up there in 11th. Davis Richards, he's sitting right there back there at 12. So, I mean, we've got Vern Bradley, though. Look at him. He's up into the 14th position. So, get a little bit of a hornet's nest here towards the back of the field.
Yeah, most notably, hey, look, Davis Richards got a new sponsor on that thing. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get a close-up shot here for you. Boom, there we go. It's got Sullivan something. I can't read the fine print on it there, but it's Sullivan's. And then on the front, it's Burles something truck stop. Anyways, new sponsors. Buddy of his that he knows owns a business and put it on the side of the car there. So definitely good, man. And I've always said it time and time before, Dave, it's good to see, man, real sponsors out here on these sim racing, because it just shows you that sim racing's growing as a community, as an e-sport, and everything's out there to see the real sponsors. Hey, what's going on, Tim? How you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, even looking down through the field of some of these sponsors, some of these paints, good looking cars out here, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. Well, right now, it's a good race going on. Well, they're definitely racing it out, man, back in the back there. As we're watching this battle in the back also, and still watching Alan J. Elwood work over the man here. And as we noticed, Jake Nichols took back the point on Mason Weitzel there. So he is able to power that machine back to the front. Cameron Hearn still sitting in third, Hunter McDaniel fourth, and Greg Bradshaw, wow, out of nowhere, sitting in fifth.
Yeah, but look right behind him though. Like you said, the man has been taking a little break here. He's back in sixth. John Houston moving all the way up into sixth after starting 11th, so he's looking good.
Yeah.
Tyler Sifford, he's there in seventh as well, so we're going to have a heck of a battle up front here before long.
I tell you what, some of these guys, man, rocking into the front side there. Like you said, the 88 of John Houston, the 98 of Tyler Sifford, bringing it to the front and to the front in a hurry. I know Becky's over there running around the living room going, yay, yay. She doesn't have to jump off YouTube, man, for Tyler. Everything settled down. I also told him, I said, man, look, Tyler needs to get his parents to buy a bigger package on their internet.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Got to have that internet, especially if you're going to be doing the racing here. iRacing's very processor, graphics, and internet dependent.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I think Tom Whitmore's done. I think that motor has expired. Maybe not. Well, he's in pit road for some reason, though. Yep, he just blinked. He gone.
Yep, they have taken the car behind the wall.
I thought I saw it puff smoke coming out or heading into pit road. And unfortunately, man, for him, usually when that thing starts smoking like that after a hit, usually it's kind of terminal in there. They can get it out for a little while, but after a while, it's done. I hate that because, like I say, me and Dave, we up here, we like to brag on the cars, you know. But don't think, well, we don't take anything away from any of the guys there. And what's most notably, Dave, it's been a pretty good long green flag run so far.
Yeah, take a look. These guys, 22 laps since they last pitted, so we'll probably look about another 10 to 15 laps before we'll see some green flag pit stops.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's looking good so far. Well, folks, next week, want to wish everybody, man, we're off next week here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Thanksgiving. I want to go ahead and wish everybody, man, an early Thanksgiving. And hope everybody does have a good holiday next week. And an enjoyable one. Eat a lot of turkey. I'm going to eat a lot of hammy ham. That's just what I like. But, you know.
I don't know, man. I'm going to be eating turkey for a week.
I just can't. I ain't a big turkey eater.
Not a big, well, wild turkey I don't like. But I'll tell you what, man. Cook me up a nice turkey, some mashed potatoes and gravy and all the sides. Boy, I'm sitting pretty good Thursday evening, you know, usually end up asleep on the couch.
There you go. Watch football. That's what I'm going to do, too.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning off of football a little bit there, Joe.
Man, my Panthers doing good. I got to watch football.
Do they play Thanksgiving?
No, they don't play Thanksgiving this year. They did a couple years ago, but they don't play it this year. They played Monday night, though.
Monday night game.
Yeah, they got a Monday night game. They're off next week, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, see, next week you get big break. break from broadcasting for Thanksgiving. You get a bye week for your NFL. Joe's going to be sitting pretty happy.
That's right. No doubt about it. Definitely going to be awesome, man, as always. What's awesome here is we got a good battle. Marty Ray right there in 11th spot. Well, he is definitely he's coming up through there. Chris Caboo right there in 10th. Alan J. Elwood's making waves, along with, looks like, I hope that looked well. It's Mike Rominger, which he's a couple laps down. Remember, he blinked out. So, as always, Robert says cold turkey sandwich. Wow, I don't know about cold turkey now.
I'm not a fan of turkey. Like, even if I got turkey sandwiches, I got them warming up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But the one thing we're here at hot Atlanta. Definitely everything's going to get warm, and the racing right now is definitely heating up. Alan J. Elwood sitting there in 9th. Man, in front of him, though, Tyler Sipford right there in 8th. Fell back a little bit. Greg Bradshaw made the pass on him. Them two are just duking it out. Now, I did notice something about Tyler. He's got a little bit of nose damage there. That might affect him here at this 1.5 mile because of the speed that they do here, Dave. I mean, just to get an idea here, bring a little tattletale needle. As they come down the back stretch, they're going to hit 185, 6, 7, 8. Probably going to hit right about 188, not quite 190. Which obviously the cup cars we see tomorrow night, them boys will definitely hit in the 190s. But that's still bad fast for a 1.5.
Yeah, I mean, you get these big V8s. They're putting out some major torque, major horsepower. So, watching these cars go around, I mean, could you imagine having to do 140 laps around this mile and a half, doing almost 180 mile an hour on the straight stretches?
In real life or on here?
In real life.
Nah. Ain't happening.
You wouldn't do it, Joe?
Maybe if I was about 20 years younger.
20 years? I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. I always wanted to do one of those driving schools here at these tracks. But then again, myself, I'd rather do like a Daytona, Talladega, where it's a lot wider, so I don't have to worry about hitting the wall as much.
Yeah. A lot more speed. Well, like I always say, Saturday nights, man, you got stock car racing experience. And if you're in the Pocono, Pennsylvania area, up there, and you want to go to Pocono Raceway, them boys will let you try to drive one of those real bad, fast cup cars and show you how to do it and let you drive it. Me, unless they come up with a convertible or they want to cut the front windshield out, ain't nowhere in the world I'm getting in one.
We can get you in one, Joe. We got plenty of butter. We can get you into one.
Not unless it's a convertible.
No, we got butter. We'll get you in there. I don't know about getting you out of there, but we can get you in there.
The jaws of life will be the only way.
Actually, my fire department's got a set of those I could bring along.
Might have to bring the whole crew with you, too. Woo.
I think they would be game for that.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, you know what we like doing, man, here is always, and Dave loves this part of the race. Not one, but we're going to give them two. The Blimpie Cam. That's right, Blimpie. Everybody likes Blimpie. I like the Blimpie Cam. Hope everybody does too. It's Blimpie. Gives you a good shot at the track, shot of where these guys are at, how far apart they're out on the track here with one another. And then again, it's Blimpie. It just makes you smile to say Blimpie.
It does, except for sometimes my computer can't handle the double Blimpie.
Yeah, We got the two-time Blimpie.
Oh, no. Okay, my computer seems to handle it okay. We're good tonight, Joe.
Nice, good deal. Well, like I say, man, it's a good race so far. These guys are kind of spread out a little bit, and that's just a product of actually a good long green flag run we've had here. Let's see right fast. Let me get a summary up here right fast. We've only had one caution here tonight, Dave. 48 laps in. 140 men to go here tonight. 5 lead changes, 1 caution. That's pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I mean, taking a look here, we've got 33 laps since the last pit stop. So we're gonna start. Actually, it looks like we're gonna start seeing some green flag pit stops here soon. I'm not sure what the pit window is, but I have a feeling it's going to be here probably within the next 5-10 laps.
Yep, absolutely. I would have to say so because they went 14 or so laps on that one caution, so it's been since about lap, 17, 18 that they've pitted. We'll just round it up to 20. Even at that, that's still 30 laps there. We know a lot of these guys are over 30 laps on tires and fuel. As hot and as slick as this track is, Dave, I bet they're out there yelling for tires right now.
Yeah, because I'm actually taking a look here at the race leader. I mean, Jake Nichols, he's still running that low line, which is actually kind of shocking me. I figured he'd move up a little bit, try to save tires, but I tell you what, he's still running around wicked fast because I'm taking a look. He's got a 3.7 second gap over second place 99 of Mason Weitzel.
He does. Check it out here. Now, Mason and his times are leveled off within about a thousandth of a second, a couple thousandths of each other, so they're right there with each other. That's just, I mean, folks, you know, we go from a short track in New Hampshire last week to a huge 1.5 mile like this here. It just shows you the difference in dynamics of the style tracks and what these guys are able to do. You see in the product of racing being brought about here. Now, we're off next week, Dave, but the following, right after that, we go to Watkins Glen. That's right. We're going to turn right, left, uphill, downhill. Just don't turn around in a whole 360 and you'll be all right. So, hey, that's going to be awesome. Road course racing.
Definitely, because Watkins Glen is my favorite NASCAR road course. I love that track. It is a blast to drive. Not going to be happy I'll be here in the booth with you, but, well, I kind of will be. I kind of wish I was out there on the track because I do love Watkins Glen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's an emergency in Dave's area. We heard in the background. Cool. But hey, that's all right. But you're right. Road course racing. Now, I've already had one guy in the Cup Series already say that when he comes to the road course, he's going to be the man. And that's Ryan Cobb. That guy said, watch out. He's going to put it to him because he's a road racing ringer.
Yeah, most definitely so. I can't wait to see it. I mean, it's a fast track. Not as fast as doing 180 here, but you get some good long straightaways for speed. Then you'll see these drivers locking down the brakes and getting into some sharp turns, so it'll make for great racing.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you what, who are you killing over there?
Not killing anybody. It's just all my little sirens are going off for the fire department. I apologize.
Hey, that's fine. My dogs have been quiet for once, and my bird, he went to sleep finally, so usually they're in the background, man, howling up a cool breeze sometimes. But hey, folks, we ain't in no studio, so hey, we're inside the houses. I'm in the middle of my living room here, and my wife goes, I don't care what you do, that's fine. But until she comes in here and starts beating and banging in the kitchen, and then I'm like, really?
Really? Yeah, I'm like the same way, but usually it's my kids. They'll come down here and start fighting and yelling and screaming, and sometimes I wish I could just duct tape them to the wall, but Lord knows we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to, though. Get in trouble for that, Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Oh, man. Yeah, mine, he stays in his room and they're playing, so it's pretty cool. But right now, I'll tell you what, look at Davis Richards moving up there. What's that?
Jake Nichols spun out going down on pit road.
Oh, he did? Oh, well, let's go back on him, man, a second and see what happened. I'm going to rewind it back just a few here, let the viewers see. That's going to hurt him a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's just dropping down in the ranks and not sure what kind of damage he sustained from that.
Yeah, he locked it up. Oh, and then punched the wall. Wow. Yeah, came in there hot and heavy. Just locked them up. A lot of rear brake there. Punched the wall. Ooh, that's definitely damaging that front end there. So, well, I mean, it's going to hurt him aerodynamically wise.
Yeah, I was watching him come down pit road and he just went around. I'm like, wow. Just shows one little mistake could cost you.
Ethan sent me a poke and said he did it for style points. Okay, well, tell him he got a 9 out of it. How's that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to give that one an 8.5. I mean, it could have done it a little bit more stylish. So I'm gonna have to drop the score down to an 8.5 on that pit entry if he's doing it for style.
Well, Davis Richards almost locked him up coming into pit, so might be something we might be, you keep an eye on there, Dave. Some of these guys making their green flag stops coming off of pit road might be a harsh thing for these guys dealing with, trying to get woed down to that speed coming in here. I just saw Davis Richards had to lock his up coming down.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, these guys are on 40-some lap old tires, so they got to watch their braking getting down into that pit road, because if you go too fast, you're going to have to spend some more time down on pit road because they're going to black flag you, give you that penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, up front here, Mason Weitzel, I don't think he's made his pit stop yet, has he?
No, he is running just now, coming on 46 laps since his last pit.
Well, hey, with that hiccup right there on Jake and a hiccup with Tom tonight, could open the door up for the 99 to put in victory lane. And I don't think he's won this year so far, has he?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look here. Let me look.
Yeah, check it out. I try to keep up with some of the winners sometimes, folks. My apologies, but yeah, Dave will check it out. I'm not sure. If not, hey, look, he wins tonight, punches ticket man to that playoff round. And folks, here's what you got to understand. After tonight, we only got, well, actually, really tonight. There's actually 4 races left, including tonight. So after tonight, there's only 3 races to go. Memory serves me correctly, till we start the playoff.
Actually,
right?
I'm just looking. Mason Weitzel does have 1 win.
Daytona, don't he? Was it Daytona?
Let me check here.
I think it was Daytona. Well, there he comes in pit road. We'll see if he has any issues getting down. Oh, he locks them up coming into pit. Yeah, these guys are definitely, man, having to really get heavy on the binders coming into pit road. Well, they're definitely having to, wow.
Yeah, looking right now. Actually, Mason Weitzel winning Daytona. Bryce Sinesak, he's in. He won at Las Vegas. Jake Nichols taking the win at Indy, and Charlotte and Tom Wetmore last week in New Hampshire.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's a good deal. We got about 3-4 guys right there already locked into the chase. And like I said, we're over halfway in the season. This is actually race 6 of the regular season, folks, tonight. So after tonight, we got 3 more races to go until the chase. 4 more races to go to the chase. 3 to go. They're right, 3.
Yeah, I do believe it's going to be 3 to go.
And we start that elusive chase right there to crown a champ. And most notably, I don't see in the field tonight our reigning defending series champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Xfinity Series, Keith Haney. Don't see him out here tonight.
No, he's not out here. So, I mean, that's I'm kind of shocked not seeing Keith out here.
Yeah, I know, because like I say, he's wanting to defend that title. He definitely had a very, very good finish last week. He's already missed one other race. I think he missed Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. So that's, they do get a drop week. That's one thing we were talking about last week with Tom. He had already, he missed Daytona coming in, but he had some good finishes up and down. That win obviously is, and just to give you an overview, folks, as long as you're in the top 20 in points and you have a win, you're locked into the chase. It's the top 12 that get into the chase. Now, obviously, that's minus the winner. So I think right now what Dave was saying is we got about 4 different winners here this season. So you've got to chop off 4. So it's actually going to be 8. The top 8 guys in points, minus the winners, obviously, are going to be the ones that are going to make it into the chase.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the schedule right now. We have 4 more races after tonight.
Okay.
Before the chase starts. We've got, we're off next week. Then we will go to Watkins Glen. Then we're off a week. Then we've got Richmond, Kentucky. Then we got our Christmas break. So right after Christmas on January 3rd, we have the last race, which will be at Michigan. And then the chase begins.
Oh, okay. Good deal. Yeah, I know. We're off next week, Thanksgiving, race, and then we're off for the week 13. And back to racing again, so a couple weeks off.
Then we only race for 2 weeks, and then we got our Christmas break.
Yeah, no doubt. I like that. That's my best time of year. Ho-ho, man.
I don't know. Apparently I'm a bad boy because I don't get too many gifts. Kids do good, but not me.
Hey, I still like the ho-ho, man.
Oh, of course. Gotta love everybody loves the ho-ho, man.
Absolutely. Well, Hunter McDaniel holding his own right there in 4th place so far. Eric Tess still in 3rd. Alan J. Elwood's been able to move it back up into 5th. Mason Weitzel still trucking right there in 6th spot. John Houston still in 7th. Marty Ray right there, man, doing good. As we say that, though, well, Alan J. Elwood's going to work over the back end of the 57. We got another car smoking on pit road. I don't know who that is, but boy, he is heavily smoking. Well, there's Waylon Hammy Ham.
Waylon Hammy Ham?
Waylon Lamb out in the chat.
What'd it do? What'd it do, Waylon?
What's going on, man? Good race so far. These guys out here, man, putting it to the wind.
Well, Joe, we've just now reached the halfway point, and at the halfway point, 73 Jake Nichols, even with that spin getting on pit road, he has gotten around the 67 of Cameron Hearn. He has taken over the race lead.
He has. Well, let's gear up for it. We'll do what we like these folks to do. Let's give the OSR Network rundown order because it looks like everybody's made their green flag pit stops, so to speak. So we'll definitely give them a rundown here of who's who and what's what. Because John out there in the chat said, round of pit stops going on. I just missed the last 10, so here you go. Kind of give you an update on the lineup. Out front, that's right, Jake Nichols. He's putting it out front, started 2nd. He's got that Tabasco sauce looking machine out there tonight. Running in first. 2nd place man, Cameron Hearn. Looking good in the 67 machine. 3rd place right there, Eric Tess, Iceman from the Netherlands. Well, actually would be right now, be the 5th place is what he's showing. Alan J. Elwood. 4th place man, Mason Weitzel. That 99 machine looking to bring it back to the top. Hunter McDaniel having a very good run tonight here, sitting in 6th. John Houston, he's back after a long hiatus right here for the first 5 races. Well, he's back tonight looking good in the 88 machine, currently running 7th. Marty Ray, he's up there running in the 8th place spot. Bryce Senesack, well, he's looking good in the 09 machine, sitting in the 9th place right now. Scott Mitten, a good little number 50 machine there, started 29th, currently 10th. James Thorndike, and another one up to 11th right now from 27th spot. And you got a pass that's going on. 13th, Aaron Tolhurst. 12th place man right there, David Heiser. Yeah, hell Heiser right there with Carl's Body Shop. He's hoping he don't need to call Carl, man, before this one's over with. But he's come from 33rd up to 12th. Right there, 13th place man, Mike Franklin looking good. 15th, Tyler Sifford. He might need to call Carl's when this one's over with because that car's all banged up, tied right out there in the 15th place. For a 16th place man, there's the veteran, Vern Bradley right there. 17th, there it is, Davis Richards. He's got that good Sullivan truck stop machine going on, currently in 17th. 18th place, there it is, the 00. That's Nick Hunt. He's running good with the one hair flying out in the wind right there. Got that tribute car to his late great daughter. Awesome looking paint job, an awesome thing he does right there. 19th place man, Gordon Larson looking also out there. Ken Ladd, they're running around. He's got a wild paint job on the side of that number 11 machine, currently in 20th. 21st, there's Dwayne Culberson right there. He's got Amazon. Well, he's definitely hoping he can speed up his packages today and get a little further up because he's in 21st right now. Greg Bradshaw back in 22nd. And you got 23rd position. That's Derek Robinson right there. Nice looking red fire style paint job he's got going on there in the 23rd spot. Don Kidder Jr. Van Yoy Construction on the side of that thing. Awesome looking machine is the 03 right there, currently in the 24th spot. Matt Hoover, the Birdie's Construction Machine, at 13th. And the other couple cars that are out right now, Chris Gaboo, he's in 26th. Mike Rominger, 27th. Tom Whitmore, unfortunately, out. Richie Evans. Ethan Kurtz still on pit road, showing him out right now. Nate Trito out. Andy Statcher and David Elliott. And that takes us back all the way back up to our leader here tonight. As that man right now out front, Jake Nichols. And that right there, folks, that's your OSR Network rundown order to give you an idea of where all these cars and showcase all their paint jobs.
Yeah, good looking paints. Some of these guys spend hours painting these cars, so gotta give it up to them, looking good. But as you said, right now we have got the 73 of Jake Nichols, two-time winner already this season, looking for win number 3, sitting out on point. Cameron Hearn, he is looking to get his first win. He's sitting right there in second. Mason Weitzel, he's sitting there in third. Eric Test sitting there in fourth, and Alan Elwood rounding out your top 5. So got a couple of these guys that would love to walk away tonight with their first win, locking themselves into the chase, but they're going to have to get around that 73 of Jake Nichols.
Well, the man on a mission right now is at 99 of Mason Weitzel right there. He is putting down some bad, fast lap times. Currently up in third place. As you see him coming along here, he's kind of going to try to run down old Cameron Hearn. He's about 7.9 back seconds-wise, back from those two up front. But he's definitely a tad bit faster, which obviously he came in, almost 10 laps different set of tires than what Jake and him were on.
Yeah, let's see. Jake Nichols, Cameron Hearn. Jake's at 23 laps since his last pit. Cameron's at 25. And Mason Wetzel's only at 17. So just about 10 lap difference there.
Yeah, that makes a world of difference.
But, I mean, I have to give it up for Jake Nichols and Cameron Hearn because looking at the last lap time around, Jake Nichols put a 30.9 and Mason Wetzel put a 30.6, so he was 0.3 faster than our race leader last time around the track.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. He's putting down some bad lap times. Those tires right there are definitely going to help him out. I mean, he's 7.3 seconds back. He's picking up about 0.3 a lap. It's going to even out as they get up here. Obviously, if this thing goes green flag the rest of the way out here, Dave, he could be sitting very, very good by the end of this race, and that might be what he's planning on.
Well, 59 laps to go. I figure the pit window is going to open here in about 15 laps. In about 15 laps, these guys will be able to come down pit road, get tires and fuel, and have enough fuel to make it the remainder of the race. But question is, who's going to come in for the early pit stop, try to make up positions? Who's going to stay out and run the longest?
There you go. Definitely questions. Everybody's got them. We'll try to find the answers. Obviously, it's going to work itself out as we go on. Well, I'll tell you what, Mason Weitzel don't want to see that in front of him. We're talking about there, David Heisen, Carl's Body Shop got a little loose along with Davis Richards right there. You know, Mason's trying to come up there. Definitely don't want to get in a wreck.
Yeah, he wants to get around these slower guys here as he's now trying to get around the 51 of Davis Richards. He wants to get him around clean, but he wants to keep those lap times down so that he has a chance to catch. He has closed the gap on Cameron Hearn. He is down to 6 seconds difference now. So he's actually gained about 2 seconds since the last time we mentioned that.
Yeah, Jake ran a 31.1 to his 30.7, so that's about 0.6 right there, not quite a half second. So he's definitely gaining ground on the two front runners here. Now, obviously, Jake and him's going through a little bit of lap traffic, but it is still, even before that, he was gaining about 0.3.
Yeah, and I mean, even look at Cameron Hearn's starting to close that gap up on Jake Nichols a little bit as they are working their way around lap traffic here. Unfortunately, Cameron Hearn had to try to work on the outside there of the, I think that's the 82 machine of Mike Franklin, I believe. Yeah, Mike Franklin. Yep. So he's got Mike Franklin in between him, so that's helping out Jake Nichols a little bit as he's actually starting to pull that gap. But Mason Weitzel, he's getting around traffic, no problem here. They're just letting him go around. He is now 5.5 seconds back from Cameron Hearn and 6.1 seconds back from Jake Nichols.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely good run so far. Hunter McDaniel's having a very good run here tonight, sitting in 6th spot right there, along with Marty Ray. Top two guys who moved up from the Truck Series up here. You're familiar with those two guys there, Dave, as you and everybody. Like I said, if you want to see here at Extreme Motorsports 99, definitely they run a K&N and a Truck Series Monday night and Tuesday night. You check that stuff out over on Dre Broadcast Network. Check them out on YouTube over there. And as I was saying, two of those drivers, Hunter McDaniel, Marty Ray, stepped up from the Truck Series, and they stepped up here, I guess, to the big league, so to speak, and to the Xfinity Series, and doing quite well.
Yeah, and now that you mentioned about the other races, the other series that they have here on Extreme, I also want to mention on Monday nights they have the Ritmotech Sports Cars Series. That is their endurance road racing with the MX-5 cars and the Ford Mustang 500Rs. But I also want to take this time because there's an Extreme Motorsports driver out there that races in the MX-5 in the Ritmotech Sports Car Series. But I want to say a big congratulations to John D. Allen, who actually got accepted and is now in that MX-5 shootout that iRacing offers for these guys to go down and compete to win a scholarship to the MX-5 road racing and be able to race in a legit actual MX-5 car series live. So congratulations there to John D. Allen.
Well, you know, some of those guys that run over there in that Ritmotech roadside are some of the pro drivers that run here in iRacing. So the very, very accomplished driver, and Ryan Cobb, he's one of the guys that actually has a sponsor there with Ritmotech running it on their car on Thursday nights. So you're right. You know, if you want some bad, fast boys on the roadside and love road racing, I mean, definitely check it out. Apex Racing TV, man, brings you that action every Monday night for these guys here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Now, I tell you, just a full-blown action. I mean, because obviously we got the Monday, Tuesday, you know, roadside K&N truck series, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Xfinity and the Cup. And you can definitely check this stuff out 4 days a week here and get all you feel for racing.
Yeah, I mean, just what basically this league has everything that you could want. You want to do road racing? Boy, they got it. And I tell you what, I've done a season of broadcasting there for the Ritmotech Sports Car Series. Great group of guys, fast guys, a lot of action. Roadside's not your forte. We've got the K&N, the trucks. We've got the Xfinity and the Cup Series oval side. So definitely always got something here going on at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Something to suit everybody.
Yeah, no doubt. But right now, we got some good racing, man, and that should suit them outstandingly right now because, man, up front, Jake Nichols still there. Mason Weitzel still trying to track down Cameron Hearn sitting in second, and he's doing it there. Now he's kind of leveled off a little bit time-wise. That's usually because of the tires. He's got to think about saving just a little bit there. As we're watching back here in the back, some of these guys back here battling out. Everybody's a little spread out right now, and that's going to be a product of, you know, green flag racing, basically. I mean, that's what's going to happen. We've got 10 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, and I mean, Alan Elwood, after that early incident, that early spin, he's back up in the top 5. Speaking of the green flags, we're now 47 laps to go. That means within the next 3 laps, that pit window's going to open. Who's going to come in for the early tires? Who's going to stay out and push their luck? Hoping on a caution to see if they can't make some positions up. So, I mean, there's a lot of drivers right now that are probably hoping for that caution, have a chance to get back on the lead lap. So, we'll have to see. But these guys are doing a good job here tonight. Only 1 caution so far tonight. 46 laps to go. 94 laps completed.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely a good one here in the books in Atlanta. And, you know, again, we went from the short track racing last week in New Hampshire to here in Atlanta. Definitely a total different atmosphere here, out here tonight. Now, with that damage Jake got on pit road, it might be hurting him a little bit. I think, like I say, we already know the fastest car on the track was Mason Weitzel right there. And actually, as I say, that looks like Eric Tesh has picked it up. Now, that's another one who loves long green flag runs. He wants to see this thing go green flag because he's able to manage those tires quite well.
Yeah, most definitely. But I'm kind of going through the field here. Really, it's all pretty single file. I mean, Davis Richards running back here. The field is like really spread out. Not really too much action going out on the track here. So these guys, it's going to come down to pitch strategy. I think is going to be the key part here.
And I agree with you. I think what we're the premise of this race here is already setting up to be kind of like a full-on green flag run, strategy style. There's a good word to use for it. Some strategy could be played on pit road here with these guys. Right along with Eric Tess right here, watching him go to work inside the cockpit here. You're right, 44 laps to go here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Been a good one right now. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, Mason Wetzel's sitting there in third. He's 5.5 seconds back from Cameron Hearn. So he's got some ground to make up. As you said, his lap times have kind of leveled off. So he's running, actually Jake Nichols running the fastest lap last lap with a 31.3, Cameron Hearn with a 31.4, and Mason Weitzel with a 31.5. So looks like they're running pretty even right now, Joe.
They are. You know, we sit here and even on, you know, older tires and hitting the wall. Well, I just don't know how Jake does it. I mean, the man just sits out there. He must have been saving some tires while he was backing off and whatnot. But definitely to maintain the pace that he does, incredible. I mean, it's just incredible to see. So, but don't take anything away. Cameron Hearn, Mason Weitzel, they can get up there. They can battle it out with the best of them. Eric Tess right there still in fourth. Alan J. Elwood right there in fifth. Hunter McDaniel hanging on to sixth. Bryce Senesac seventh. Marty Ray at eighth. James Thorndike sitting in ninth. And our first man a lap down is Mike Franklin right now.
Yeah, sitting there in 10th, so. But the thing is, we got to remember, we got 41 laps to go. Pit window's open. These guys can pit anytime, be able to make it. Who's going to come down on pit road? Also, you got to think, these guys have been running around 43, 44 laps since their last pit. Hopefully, Jake Nichols doesn't have another mishap coming down on pit road, because that could affect him as well.
Absolutely. Well, Cameron Hearn brings it down, woes it down here on pit road. So I got a feeling here Jake Nichols should be following suit in the next route here. And Mason Weitzel, we know, is not going to do that because he was late. Oh, the 11 car, Ken Ladd, spun it out on the beginning there of pit road. So we're seeing some guys having some trouble getting on pit road tonight, Dave.
Well, I mean, they're coming from 160 down to pit road speed. Yeah, I mean, it's just... Ooh. Got to get on them brakes, but I mean, they're coming from 160, 170 down to 50 mile an hour, and they got to get slowed down before that commitment cone, because if they go over 50 after passing that cone there at the entrance of pit road, as we see, pit road is getting very, very busy right now.
It is. Well, Jake came down, locked the tires up, and it just seems like that's just everybody. I mean, it's coming down on pit road is locking the tires up or spinning it out going on pit road, because you're right. Coming out from that much of a speed, it's definitely tricky.
Yeah, with everybody down on pit road, that's going to hand the lead over to the 99 of Mason Weitzel. Taking a look here at my stats, Jake Nichols has led 72 laps so far here tonight. Mason Weitzel has led 17, Cameron Hearn 5, Alan Elwood leading 4 laps, Eric Tess leading 3, and Matt Hoover leading a lap.
Hey, points are valuable. You definitely lead a lap, and you get those get that one bonus point there. It could mean a lot going into the end of this one. Could mean shot getting into the chase or not. You never know. I've seen things been won by close. Mason Weitzel still out front here. Bryce Senesac, the only two that haven't pitted. And again, we're probably going to see Mason's probably going to take this thing for at least another probably 7 or so laps, or until probably, I'm going to say, if Cameron Hearn and Jake Nichols pass him, which Cameron Hearn is right now, to get on the lead lap, I got a feeling that's going to force the hand of Mason to go into the pits. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you got to look. The question is how long do you want to stay out? How long do you want to stay out? Because Jake Nichols went down on pit road. He came out on the lead lap. So that's the question, is how long does Mason want to stay out on these older tires? And because that's all that's going to do, that's going to let Jake Nichols, Cameron Hearn catching, because they're going to have the newer tires, so they're going to be running the much faster lap times.
Yeah, absolutely. And when they definitely went by him, he's still out there now. And another thing, even knowing that Jake and Cameron were able to maintain their speed throughout the whole entire run, Mason's going to have to do something very different. Oh, we got a car spinning. If a caution comes out, the problem is that was right in front of the leader. Caution's out. Wow, this mixes it up. Ken Ladd spinning that thing. And folks, I'm going to tell you what, the leader, he had a front row ticket seat to that one. and he didn't like it there. But now here's the thing, Dave. 3 cars are on the lead lap right now, and that's Mason Weitzel, Cameron Hearn, and Jake Nichols just passed him that lap or so ago that we saw. And let's watch this wreck here. And we were riding along with Mason Weitzel right there as we saw Ken Ladd spin, and there was inches between the wall and Ken when the leader went by him spinning. Well, I know that had to, he just almost lost it with Jake right there along with him too. But look at this, folks. Woo, man. You want to think Mason right there didn't think, holy cow, because if it had hit that car, it would have been into his night.
Yeah, that could have been bad. But I will also look at Eric Tesk, Alan Elwood, Hunter McDaniel, John Houston, Marty Ray, James Thorndike, Bryce Sinisak are all 1 lap down. They have already pitted. So, but the question is I don't think Cameron Hearn and Jake Nichols is going to come down on pit road. No. Which means, unfortunately, they're not going to get the wave around. But Eric Tesk, he is in the spot for the lucky dog, so he is going to get back on the lead lap here.
Yeah, and that brings up a very, well, Cameron Hearn and Jake did bring it on pit road. Wow. That's a turn of events, because you brought up a very good point. If they would not have came down on pit road, all those cars behind them wouldn't have been able to get a wave around.
Well, they're going to now, so that's going to put a bunch of cars back, or that's going to put 10 cars on the lead lap.
What would you have done?
What, if I was Jake Nichols and Cameron Hearn, or I'd have came down on pit road. Because here's the thing. You were looking, there was about 8-9 laps difference between Mason Weitzel and those 2 that went down on pit road. We are going to go green with just about 31 laps to go. Mason Weitzel was going to be starting right there in 3rd, right behind him, but he's got the fresher tires.
Yeah, but you're talking about putting the whole field a lap down.
Right, but I'm also, you got to think of the strategy, though. I mean, would you want the guy sitting right back in 3rd, 3 cars on the lead lap, the guy sitting in 3rd's got 10 lap newer tires? Would you want him right behind you and have to hold him off for 30-some laps?
Well, and what they did, see, there's the thing you forgot. Jake and him was running faster lap times at the end of the run than Mason was on those older set of tires. See, there's what that we got to look at. And then plus you would have had the thing about the field being a lap down. So you're respectively, those guys are going to have to run their car hard, which is going to run their tires out. I see what you're saying, though. Either way, been me, I would have said, well, y'all better hope on another caution. I'm staying out and putting that field a lap down, keeping them a lap down, and going to make it a 3-car battle up front.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is going to be interesting, though. This is going to give us 10 cars back on the lead lap. And then at that point, if we get another yellow, you got Scott Mitten, Mike Franklin, Nick Hunt, Davis Richards, Matt Hoover. They are currently 1 lap down now. So that gives them a chance of possibly getting back on the lead lap as well. So we've got those 5 cars now currently 1 lap down. So, I mean, we're going to have the hoot here because, unfortunately, here in iRacing, it's the old saying, cautions breed cautions.
They do. Definitely is only second one tonight here with 32 to go. So these guys have definitely done their job, been very respectful at doing that. Very good race so far. And, the 13 of Matt Hoover has spun out and hit the wall and tore that car all to pieces here on caution. Don't know what happened.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go back and take a look here, see if we can see what happened.
I just noticed he was turning around on the track. I'm going to go see if we can go back on the replay and check that out. I just gave it too much throttle and whoop, it came on around. Well, go back one more time here.
I'm not sure. It just looks like that car just took a hard right turn right into the wall. I mean, nobody was around him. I'm not sure if maybe he had a equipment malfunction, but he just kind of made a basically hard right turn right into the outside wall.
Yeah, watching it right now here. Let the viewers see it. Yeah, it just kind of just went zoom, boom. Huh. I'm with you. Unfortunate, man. It could have been a technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're going back green flag racing. Yeah. Well, here we go. Back green flag. Let's see if those tires, man, help out in here. Mason Weitzel takes them to the point here. Green flag. 30 to go here. Cameron Hearn sitting in second. Jake's right there in third. You got Eric Tess sitting in fourth. Those guys up front, though, they go nose to tail heading into turn one. You're going to see just how bad fast that 99 is up front so far.
Yeah, and I mean, we've got the top four right now all pitted. Fifth place, Alan Elwood, though. He's sitting on about 10 lap older tires. So there's a big difference. He's on the lead lap, but all these guys from fifth back got probably about 5 or 6 older tires than the front four do.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, right there, you got a couple, man, lap down cars in the middle of other cars. There's a big mess there. Oh, the 03 Don Kidder's around. And it looked just like he lost it going around there. Just spun her out. Let's go back on the replay here. Look like it just typical, man. Typical here at Atlanta. Very slick. Yeah, he just lost it going in the turn. And, man, unfortunately, Hunter McDaniel involved, and it looks like the 88 was involved also. And there goes the 74 around coming out of the turn. He just looped it. Yeah, hate to see that on his end. Yeah, just looks like these cars are just extremely loose.
Yeah, it looked like the 74 went high to avoid because the 03 just kind of lost it, came around. He got into that high stuff, no traction, and just bounced off the wall. But a lot of cars involved here. But I mean, the good thing, is that Hunter McDaniel? Wow.
Yeah.
He's been running all good all tonight, and he's got some heavy damage now.
Yeah, I hate to see that, man, on his end. He definitely was running good all night long. What was the caution for to begin with? First one.
The very first one?
Wait, Ken Ladd wasn't. Yeah, Ken had the
I think Ken lost it and spun around. I mean, we had a few spin before that, but it didn't bring out the caution flag.
Yeah. Well, that one definitely would have been on the 03 there. Definitely losing it going into the turn, and just one of those things. Unfortunate. This is almost starting to become a product of a tough track here to drive tonight.
Well, I mean, Joe, it is Hot Atlanta. I mean, it's got that nickname for a reason.
And they said it was slick in practice when I talked to some of these drivers. Well, you're right. You heard it here. We are here at Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Xfinity Series. Looking good so far. Nice looking run. All right, I tell you what, Dave, when we go back green here, it's going to be 24 to go. I always like to say business is about to pick up. Brung what you brung. These guys definitely, some of them brought enough out here, and I think that 99 might be the car to beat here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look here. Jake Nichols, he's kind of dropped back here a little bit. He's going to be starting in 5th, so he's got some traffic to go through, but it's going to be Mason Weitzel and Cameron Hearn on the front row taking this restart.
Yes, it is. So here we go. Guys, men are getting set here to go back green flag racing. Pace cars coming out of turn 4. Mason Weitzel up front. Cameron Hearn there in second. Eric Test, Iceman for the Neverlands there. Bryce Center second, 4th. Jake in 5th. Whoa, Cameron Hearn spins the tires on the start a little bit. Mason gets a good jump out front. Don't count out that man right there in 6th place spot in the Ford machine. Alan J. Elwood's a head off into turn 1. They'll be stacked up side by side. Eric and Cameron, they go in it door to door out of 2.
Yeah, we got a little hornet's nest here. That's making yellow flags out.
Oh, and that's a huge one in the back. Let's see, put me on Derek Robinson's who it put me on.
Yeah, Greg Bradshaw, I'm showing him getting a little bit of air.
Well, they weren't lined up for nothing back there on this start.
Tyler Sifford was involved. Looked like Nick Hunt also involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this replay here, so let's see what the viewers see here. I mean, I'm on Derek Robinson back there. They were a little stacked up on the restart back there. Let's see, the pace car went in because it didn't happen. It happened around the back stretch. Here we go. They're storming around here. They all got checked up back there for some reason on the restart. They're going 3 wide in turn 1. I mean, turn 1, oh, they're beating and banging. The 82 got into the 99. Nick Hunt's going around. And then, oh, man, a hard lick for another car. It just looked like they was just getting all jumbled up. But that one also started all with Tyler Sifford, man, got in the back end. Well, you know, who in the world, man, on that one, because that was just kind of wild. I mean, they were all 3 wide going into turn 1 and turn 2. So that was crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, 74 there, Bradshaw, he took well, I don't want to say a fun ride, but he ended up on his top there. So, I mean, unfortunately, we're going to have to see how this is going to play out. We now got 11 cars on the lead lap as the 82 of Mike Franklin is going to get the lucky dog and get the wave around.
Absolutely. Looks like Jake is not going to pit. Or I don't know if they're going to pit or not.
Yeah, I mean, right now our top 3 sitting about 12 laps on their tires. Jake Nichols sitting at 6. We are 22 laps to go right now, so we'll have about 19 when we get the green flag.
I mean, would you pit?
No, I wouldn't. Right.
Unless the leader did. Unless the leader did.
Unless the leader did. If the leader does not, I would not pit because I tell you, track position is going to be key. We've seen how slick Atlanta is. I definitely would not want to restart back in the field here because, I mean, we're starting to see these cars here as we said earlier, and as Nancy Wetmore pointed out, cautions breed caution. So the further back away from the start that you, the leaders that you start, the more risk you have of getting caught up in an incident.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something you don't want to get caught up into as a wreck and whatnot. So let's see. I want to just see what happens out here. Some tore up machines though, and the backside. Like I said here, by the time we go back green flag racing, it's going to be 19 or 18 to go. Unless the lights go off on the pace car this time by, and then it'll be 20 to go. Well, actually, it'd still be 19 when they cross the line. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mason Weitzel leading, Cameron Hearn second, Eric Test back up into 3rd, Jake Nichols 4th, Bryce Sinisag 5th, Alan Elwood 6th, Hunter McDaniel, even though he got involved in that incident a few cautions ago, he's still running 7th. Then you've got James Thorndike, Scott Mitten, and John Houston running out your top 10 right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely looking good. As these guys, man, are, I've said it time and time again, they got a lot of skill out here. A lot of bad boys, man, and some machines. It's going to be interesting to see what they can pull off here. Folks, that's right. We're live here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Xfinity Series. And Dave, like you said earlier, cautions breed cautions. And we saw it right there. You know, we went on some awesome long green flag runs. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get on another one and end this thing out here. But again, with 19 to go when they cross the line, man, you know, everything's thrown out the book. It's go time.
I tell you, one person right now that kind of hopes on another caution, that's going to be the 51 of Davis Richards. He's sitting right now in that lucky dog spot. If we have another yellow and he stays in the position he's in, he's going to get the wave around back to the lead lap, but he's got to watch because that 00 Nick Hunt, he's also 1 lap down, so he would like to get back on the lead lap as well. As we are back 1 to green here on the backstretch coming into turn 3, getting ready to go green flag racing with 19 laps to go at the drop of the green flag.
That's it. Definitely here at Atlanta. Like we've said time and time again throughout the whole entire night, hot Atlanta. And it's about to get even hotter here as these boys go back green flag racing tonight here. Hope everybody's enjoyed this one. Pace cars coming out of turn 4 here. Mason Weitzel up front. He wants to get a good start, get out front. Hope them guys behind him battle it out. Cameron Hearn right there in second. Cameron gets a good jump that time start. On with Jake Nichols. Right center sack. He didn't get the start he wanted on that one. Eric Tesh got a good one. Don't count that Alan J. Elwood out, though, sitting in 5th. He can definitely bring it to the front.
Yeah, I mean, Mason Weitzel's got to win. Jake Nichols has got to win. So Cameron Hearn, Eric Tesk, and Alan Elwood would love to be able to punch their way into the chase here with a win here at Atlanta. But I don't know. I don't know if Mason Weitzel or Jake Nichols is going to let them do that.
Yeah, right now Jake's all over the back end of Cameron Hearn. Comes out of turn number 4, coming across the line this time by. They go door to door into turn 1 here. We got 18 to go, folks. We'll see if that low line holds up. Jake is holding his own there. He makes the pass on Cameron coming out of 2 down the backstretch. He's going to set his sights on that 99 machine. We got some battle back here too. Alan J. Elwood, he'll go side by side there with Eric Tesh. And we're in the caution.
And the caution.
92, the number 92 machine. That is actually, let's find who he is. Aaron Tolhurst. And I think it's a product here. He just lost it.
Yeah, and I tell you who's going to benefit from that. That's going to be Davis Richards. He's going to be in that lucky dog position. Nice.
Get back on the lead lap. Oh, watching a replay right here. Aaron in that 92. He's up underneath Vern Bradley there in the 14 machine. There's heading off into turn 1. Hit turn 1. He's down low. Car bobbles just a little bit. Coming out of turn 2. And, man, it just kept going left. And wham. Punches the inside wall. Flatten the nose on it. Looks like a big bad gorilla now.
Boy, this is just going to add a whole new dimension. I don't think we're going to see any of the leaders coming down on pit road. Maybe some of the guys, well, Bryce Sinisak and James Thorndike, John Houston down on pit road, but definitely our top 4 of Weitzel, Nichols, Hearn, and Test, they're staying out. Same with Elwood, McDaniel, and Mitten, and Franklin. They're all going to stay out as well.
Yeah, and you're right. It brings a whole new like you just said, dimension to all this, because man, it's going to mess up, you know, everything we're seeing. And I know it's going to be interesting to watch what's going to happen in these last laps, because we go back to green, we're probably going to have about 13 to go.
Yeah, the question now is, I think the major question we're going to have right now, can Mason Weitzel hold off the charge from Jake Nichols? Because he is just on point. Jake Nichols leading 72 laps here tonight. Weitzel leading 39. So these two have been the two that have been out front pretty much all night long.
There you go. And that's what I'm saying too. Right there is, you got to keep that in the back of your mind. Jake's probably going to be going for everything now. hanging on the tires at this point, nah, he might as well just run them out.
Well, yeah, I mean, looking here, we've got 16, now 15 laps to go. So they're going to go around one more time. So it looks like we're going to go green with just 13 laps remaining.
Yes, sir. That's right. Looks like we're in for a good one here. As well, we had some long green flag runs, and kind of this is what happened. Get toward the end of it, everybody gets a little antsy, and cautions breed cautions. That's normally how it holds up around here. In any race, that is.
Well, we are back to 12 on the lead lap there with Davis Richards. He got the wave around, so he's going to be the last man on the lead lap as he is now just coming off pit road from his pit stop. So this will be interesting, but unfortunately he's got to start in the back of the field.
He does. I mean, but definitely probably going to come out of here. He said, I was talking to him before in practice, he said he'd love to just maybe come out with a top 10, top 15. What's on, John? How you doing out there, man? Definitely want to come out of here with a top 10 or maybe top 15. He didn't want to push it too hard. Just wanted a good finish. That's all he was saying. He said, "Man, I just want a good finish. I've had a string of bad luck, and tonight could be that." He's sitting right there on the outside of the top 10. James Thorndike's the only position there in between him, so he's a possibility right now, sitting in 11th.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's just not about winning the race. It's about being consistent, having those consistent top 10, top 5s. I mean, I've seen champions crowned that never even really won a race, but was just right there in the consistency of running top 5 almost week in, week out. So, but with these new chase formats, I mean, it's kind of hard to win a championship without winning, but it's definitely possible.
Well, you know, we've had it done in the Cup Series. Bobby Chaney only won one race, and then definitely just kept it clean throughout the rest of the chase, consistency-wise there. That's why we call him Mr. Consistency. Pulled it off by one point. So, can be done. Definitely, we've seen some other great title battles in the past. But here we go. It's going to be a good one right now. So we're going back green.
Yeah, all eyes are going to be on the 99. Can it hold off the hard charge of the 73 and the 67 and even the 96? So here we go.
Here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn 4 here. Is going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. Mason Weitzel, the man up front. He's going to hope he can hang on to this one. Cameron Hearn, Jake Nichols going to be eating him up. Green flag in the air. 13 to go as they cross that line. Yep, across the line. 13 here. Jake still got to get past Cameron. They head off into turn 1. They still door to door. Alan J. Elwood, I'll tell you what, Mason wants to definitely see them battle it out. He's got a feeling that low line right now is the best place to be here on the short run.
Yeah, he wants to see Cameron Hearn and Jake Nichols battle it out as Cameron Hearn is going to clear the 73. But I just look, I don't think it's going to last long, but this is going to let Mason Weitzel kind of pull out a little bit. He's out there in the fresh air. We're now looking at 12 laps to go, so, I mean, anything could happen. Heck, we could have another caution. Yep, we got a car spinning, Alan Elwood.
Alan Elwood spinning?
I think it was Alan Elwood. I know the 50 of Scott Mitten spun.
We got another, yeah, it was another one in the back there spinning.
Yeah, Alan Elwood spun, but I mean, I think it was the 50 that actually brought out the caution.
50 machine. 50, let's go on here. I saw it on the split screen side there. Saw him spinning. He just basically lost it going into the turn.
Yes, same with the 4 of Alan Elwood. If you want to go back and look at him coming through the turn, you start seeing him fishtail, but he keeps it off the wall, which is a good thing, but he is going to lose some positions.
All right. Yeah, just one of them deals here tonight, Dave. You know, you get down there and it's tricky. I mean, this place is definitely tricky.
Yeah, I tell you right now, though, unfortunately, I think on this restart, if I was Mason, I think I'd try something a little different. Right now, if he stays starting on that inside, that is going to put Jake Nichols right behind him on the preferred racing line, the inside line. I think in a position like this, I think especially with just a few laps to go, I want some space between myself and Jake Nichols. I think if I was the 99, I'd start on the outside this restart.
All right. Well, the only thing we've seen though is that inside line has worked. That's been the only thing. I mean, obviously, the last time when he took off there, because normally that would be a good plan. You definitely would want him to be back there. We saw though with Jake, when he was on the outside, he wasn't able to clear Cameron. So does Mason take that chance to Cameron? Because he's definitely not, you know Cameron's not going to let up. If he's on that inside, he might have that bite. How confident are you up high?
But see, here's the thing though. The 99 controls the restart. So if he can control that restart, get that good jump, get down in front of the 67 of Hearn, that puts a car between him and Jake Nichols. That means Jake Nichols has got to get around the 67 to be able to come and contest you for the win. That's what I'm looking at, is if the 99 can get that good restart, because he controls the start, if he can get that good jump off of the restart, I would, and especially if he feels he can without spinning his tires, I would start on the outside to take that chance of putting some space between you and Jake Nichols. But I mean, it just depends if he feels he can get that restart and get that jump, since he is controlling the restart.
Well, yeah, there you go. I mean, one thing you don't want to see is obviously the two cars there get side by side. I don't know if he wants to give that inside line to Jake on Cameron, because we just saw what Cameron did to Jake that last restart. Obviously, hey, Dave, there's two things we got to think about here. Last lap, that ends it. 5 to go, that ends it. We go back green flag racing. There are only going to be about 3 or more laps left before, if a caution comes out, it's over with. So either way, he's going to want to see those two guys battle behind him so he could take off. Mason does.
Yeah, but I mean, the way I look at it too, Joe, is that inside lane is the place to be. So if Mason starts on the inside, that means Jake Nichols has got the inside for Cameron Hearn. But then again, he might get that good restart. Cameron Hearn could get a really good restart and be able to jump down in front of Jake Nichols. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things you got to take into effect.
Wrong. How many times you race, Dave? Because the advantage goes to third place man. Guy on the outside, he got not too much advantage there. John T. Wimmis out in the chat, he'll know that. You're sitting in third, you're going to love sitting in third, because as soon as that leader goes, guess what? You hammer. You're on the outside, you can't see unless you're triple screened. It's kind of hard to see, man, that car go on the side of it.
Right, but what I'm saying, though, is with Mason Wetzel, he controls the restart. He can go anytime after the pace car leaves.
Right.
So he can use that to his advantage and get a good jump. But not if he's got
$5 says Jake goes door to door with Cameron.
Well, it depends on where Mason's going to do the restart.
It doesn't matter. $5 says he goes door to door.
I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think here I would actually choose the outside, me personally, be able to get that advantage of the restart. So, I mean, but then again, I'm not racing, and there's a reason I'm in the booth.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out what's best right here soon. Here we go, man. Mason on the up top. Like you said, he controls this restart here. He controls this field as we're getting set to go back green flag racing. Here we go. Could be the end of it here. Either way, Dave. Could be a good one. These guys been getting set. Pace cars in. Mason Weitzel's out front. Green flag in the air. Well, they hammer it down. And like I said, Jake is going to get right there beside of him. Give my $5 now.
Well, the thing of it is, we don't know what kind of restart would have been done if Mason would have started on the outside, Joe. So I can't give you the $5 because we don't know what would have happened if they started the other way.
What did I just tell you? The advantage lies on where? Inside.
Right, but
what had just happened? What had just happened?
But what would have happened if Mason Wetzel got the good jump and Cameron Hearn was on the inside?
That would have been.
There's no way Jake Nichols would have got to his inside.
But then Cameron Hearn would have took off. Either way, that inside line. But see, Cameron then might have been able to get on the inside. But hey, we only got about another 2 laps. Guess what? This thing could be over with if a caution. And we got a battle going on for second, and we got a car spinning. It won't end it now this quick, but when the caution comes out, Dave, we could have a green-white check.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stay green flag, Joe. But look at the top three.
Hunter McDaniel's around.
Up, yellow.
Wow, and they just crossed the line, so this is going to be iffy. I'm not going to say it's over officially, but they did cross the line to take the fifth, but the caution came out before. If memory serves me, we should go back green, but then again, I'm not going to say we will or we won't because I've been proven wrong before.
Well, it looks like, Hunter McDaniel just lost it coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him on my chart here and go back on the replay.
Yeah, he just, that back end kicked around. Sinisak had nowhere to go, helped him around, kept it off the wall, but man, everybody was scrambling to get around him. But yeah, he just that back end totally kicked around. Coming off of turn 4, as you see him there coming through the middle and towards the exit, that back end just slipped.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go back here on the replay. Let the viewer see. Finally found his name. Many ones. John said, why debate? It's over. Yeah, it is over. Doesn't really matter now. I don't know. I'm wanting to say probably it's probably over with, but I don't know 100%. Well, finally watching this replay. We had one car back there in the back go around also, and like you said, coming out of turn 4 there, Dave. Hunter, man, went on the inside, and he just lost it. Unfortunately, though, I think that was Eric Tashman. Just bumped him on around. You can see down his end, and whoa, the car there almost clobbered him. Well, here's the thing. Think this thing's going back green?
I think it's. I don't know. I mean, we got 4 laps to go.
What was that?
I think we have a good shot at a one-lap shootout, but I think I'm with you. I'm sure Mason Weitzel wants this to be the end of it. But.
Absolutely. Definitely pull it off victory lane. I mean, it's a good one because either way, it's going to be a green flag. Now, we go back to our discussion of the restart. Now's when I would probably put Jake on that high side and saw what he did on that restart. Put him up there if it is 1 lap to go, because there's only going to be a 1 lap shootout on it, because when they take it, it should be the white flag. It's going to be interesting to see here if the lights go off on the pace car. Not this time. I think it's the next time. Either this time or next time. We're definitely going back green.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get the 1 to green when they cross the line this time, that means the race is over. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that pace car, see what it does. Is it now making its way down the backstretch coming to turn 3? So they're going to have to shut those lights off. If not, it's going to end under yellow.
No doubt about it. Well, like I said, all night long, it's been unique to watch the race. Been a good one so far. Mason has done a fantastic job to put himself out front and hold on to this one. Jake right there in second. Cameron Hearn sitting in third. Eric Tash pulling it up into fourth. Alan J. Elwood maintaining there in fifth. Right now, Bryce Senesack in sixth. James Thorndike in seventh. Davis Richards, he moved it up into eighth. So if it does, that's a man right there probably hoping, please just let it in now. He don't want a one lap shootout. What happened to him last week? He got clobbered on the last lap. So he definitely, him following, he would love to see it go, what's called, but guess what? Lights out.
That means we got a 1 lap shootout.
Whew, here we go. Boy, batting down the hatches, fastening seat belts. If you got a seat belt, man, in the your recliner, you might want to tighten that thing up a little bit, because the recliner and everything's about to get blown out the window. Now, here's where the advantage lies for Cameron Hearn. He's now on that inside line. And like I said, that's what all Mason needs is 1 lap. That's all he needs.
Well, I mean, he's in a good position. Jake Nichols is on the not-so-preferred line on the outside. I mean, he's got a good shot, especially if Cameron Hearn can get to the inside of Jake Nichols and take away that number 2 position, because then Jake's got to really battle it up. So Cameron Hearn, he would love to be able to get around the 73 of Jake Nichols and come out of here in second. as they are getting ready to come through turns 3 and 4, ready to go green flag. One lap shootout here in Atlanta.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you can feel the tension in the air here already. As here we go, pace cars coming out of turn 4, folks. This is going to put the end to it right here. Exclamation point on tonight's race. Mason Weitzel wasting no time getting out there. Jake, he hammers through the gears. One more time. Oh, that's not what he wanted to see. Jake got in front of Cameron, heading into 1. This is what we're going to see here if he can hold him out. Hold him off for 1 lap coming out of turn 2.
Oh, here comes Cameron Hearn. He's looking to the inside of Jake Nichols. That's what Mason Weitzel wanted to see. He wanted to see those battling it out for second. Cameron Hearn on the inside as they come into turn number 3 and coming out of turn number 4.
Turn 4 right there. They are definitely inches apart. Going to be a drag race to the line. Mason Weitzel pulled that win off Dave by mere inches right there. They were almost 3 wide coming out of the turn. I'm going to go back on the replay and watch that one again because that was just thrilling there. Mason didn't get the run through turn number 4. In turn 3, they were double fouled right there. Cameron Hearn out of turn 4. Mason didn't get a run. Cameron Hearn did. And folks, let me just show you right here about that's how close it was coming across the line. A fender there, Dave. Wow, what a race to the line.
Yeah, that was .017 difference between Mason Weitzel and Jake Nichols at the line. Also, Cameron Hearn, he was only 0.059 behind Mason Weitzel. So that was a close 3-way finish here.
No doubt about it. Definitely was awesome coming to the line. Looks like just a little hiccup coming out of turn 4 from Mason Weitzel. Almost close. I'd say another lap there. I think those 2 cars behind him would have been knocking down his back door. Let me find everybody here. Got to find Cameron Hearn. He's way down here on the bottom. All right, good deal. We got all the guys up here. Our 3rd place man tonight. And wow, rightfully so. Whew, that was close. That was just a nail biter there, Dave. But Cameron Hearn almost pulling it off here. Let's bring him up 3rd place man tonight.
Cameron Hearn, Dave Everly in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Talk about a battle those last few laps. Tell you what, can you tell us about your battle there with Jake Nichols on that last lap after that restart?
Yeah, it definitely was crazy. It was, I think Mason spun his tires a little bit, gave me and Jake kind of a chance to get to him. And it's just, you know, I don't know if you saw tonight, but the cars were really loose. So it was definitely racing side by side, you know, like that. It definitely was a little bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, it was a crazy finish. I knew I could get a good run going into 3 and 4. I just had Jake above me. He got a good run, and he came close to getting him on the outside, but it was almost a 3-wide finish for the win. But Mason had good strategy, you know, cautious feather way, and he was fast in short runs, and that's how it worked out for him at the end.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, definitely you're one of the fast drivers out there. Haven't had the season that you were quite expecting, but you are coming away with 3rd place tonight. Tell you what, we are going to be off next week. But as we move on throughout the season, as we are getting close to the chase, what can we expect for you from here on out?
Yeah, just definitely making the chase. Of course, you would want to win, be sure to get in. But you know, just finishing like tonight, you know, ran up front all race, kind of keep your nose clean and don't put yourself in bad situations. Yeah, just finish top 5. You know, 5-minute place to get a win, go for a win. But honestly, the way this season started off, I'm happy with the 3rd place finish tonight, and I can't complain.
Yeah, as we are off next week, what can we expect from you on November 29th? We're going to be at Watkins Glen. What are your thoughts on Watkins Glen?
No comment. Too much shifting for me. But if I can just keep my nose clean and come out with the top 10, I would consider that a win. So just making it through that week. I always have that race kind of as my little throw me away race. So, but yeah, just top 10 there and keep the nose clean and see how it rolls out.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. And before we let you go, is there any final shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, Extreme Motorsports 99. They put on a great show, all the admins and stuff behind the scenes to make sure everything does good. You, Dave, and Joe in the booth, you guys do a great job week in and week out. And, I follow you guys and a lot of the series you guys help produce. And, yeah, just, everybody out there, for as bad as the cars were tonight, it was fun racing. It was loose, but longer it ran, it was actually good battling, so I think, in the end, a lot of cautions and stuff, but we had some good racing tonight, so good shout out for the whole league.
Most definitely. Well, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see you here in 2 weeks at Watkins Glen.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Dave, I'll tell you what, man, right there, boy, that was a fantastic run there at the end. Coming out of turn 4, like you said, we'll just a nail biter, nerve-wracking. Well, let's bring up the second place man who just lost this one by a mere fender there. I mean, he's won one that way this season, lost one now this season like that. But bring up Jake Nichols. Let's get a word with him.
Jake Nichols, Dave Everly in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Talk about a nail biter there at the finish, but going back to the race there, you led the most laps with 72 laps as we've seen those long green flag runs. Tell us a little bit about your race here tonight.
Race was good. Car was amazing. I kind of ruined it when I hit the wall entering pits there on the inside. Overdrove and I was trying to shift it in reverse and just go down pit lane in reverse, but couldn't get it put it in gear in time. But car was great. Just couldn't get green flag laps, which is what we needed. The last 40 laps, we only went green or completed like 6 to 8 laps under green, and that's just frustrating when we had the long run car all night. I really sailed it in there in 3 and 4 on that last lap. I tried, and it got a little free, but we got a really good run. I just wish side draft was more in play because I think we'd have had a even closer photo finish if so. But still, overall, a good race. We went green for a long time.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely a nail biter. I mean, you lost that race by mere, I don't even want to say inches, I'd probably say millimeters there to Mason Wetzel. We've seen you battling that last lap there with Cameron Hearn. Can you walk us through that last lap there after that restart?
I was just hoping I'd clear Cameron, and he got a really good run there out of 2. I was hoping he'd stay behind me, but he's going for it too, so the moment he went to my bottom, to the inside, I was like, it's going to be tough. I don't think we had enough for Mason if we were both side by side, because that's just going to slow you down. So I gave it my all there in 3 and 4. It stuck way more than I thought it would. I got a little twitchy there towards center off, but it stuck pretty good, and we got a really good run. Way better corner than I thought I'd do with Cameron on my inside, and then eventually Mason down there as well. But overall, that last lap was just nuts. I was just doing all I could to stay as close as possible to Mason entering that final corner, because I knew he'd back it up, because you don't want to overdrive. Overdriving, you just get loose. It's mostly what the issues were late in the race. Everyone was just really pushing hard because you're trying to get positions, and they got loose because of it, and would just, or they'd just back it up and get run over. It's just racing here with how loose these cars are at Atlanta, but hot Atlanta pretty much. But yeah, that last lap was pretty good. Pretty nuts for sure. It was, I thought we were going to be 3 wide at the checkered, honestly.
Yeah, it came down, but next week we're off for the holiday season. Then we come back and we're going to Watkins Glen. What can we expect to see from you at Watkins Glen?
Hopefully victory lane. No cautions there, so just long runs, and that's exactly what I like. I'm pretty sure I'm undefeated at Watkins Glen and Cup, so hopefully we can bring that to the Xfinity car and maybe win 2 more next week or 2 weeks from now in Xfinity and Cup. So hopefully good things, hopefully some good racing, turning left and right, but hopefully tomorrow's one as well.
Well, definitely congratulations on your 2nd place finish, and before we let you go celebrate with your team, any last things you'd like to say before we let you go?
Thanks to you and Joe, OSRN here. You guys do a great job every Xfinity race and Cup race. Everyone at Extreme Motorsports 99, there's fun races out there. All my teammates, and thanks to you guys again for being on board.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, congratulations. Go celebrate that 2nd place finish, and we'll see you here in 2 weeks at Watkins Glen.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'll tell you, Nichols right there. He was powering that machine around here all night long, Dave. And boy, it was just a thriller coming out of turn 4. And this man right here held on to it. And 99 of Mason Weitzel pulled it off here. Mason Weitzel, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
I got a copy, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to be sweating some bullets right there. Coming out of turn 4, it almost went 3 wide coming to the line at a drag race here at Atlanta, but you held on to it by like feet right there. Coming to the line, awesome win out there. Take us through that last lap.
Yeah, when we got that caution there, and I knew we were going to get 1 to go, spent a lot of time talking with our team in Law Dog how to do the restart. And figured if I go early, right on the pace car, get a big jump, and saw Jake and Cameron side by side, so I kind of took it cautious getting into 3 and completely slowed up too much, letting them get that big run. So thankfully it was just enough to get off the corner and not get passed by the start-finish line.
Well, it definitely was enough right there. Awesome finish and thriller, man, to come to the line. But, hey, you pulled it off here, hot Atlanta here tonight for ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Definitely had a car out there that was bad fast all night long. I mean, from the start on. How was the cars? Because we heard all the other drivers talking about very slick. How was your car throughout this race?
I mean, it was a little slick, but I prefer a loose car, one that just slides versus the pushing setups that you typically get in a fixed car. And it suits my driving style better. I enjoyed it. I definitely had a good 5 to 10 lap average, but after that, I'd cooked the right front. So I was glad to see those cautions there at the end. And kind of lucked into it. I was playing the strategy game. I knew I couldn't beat Jake on the short run. So I just stayed out on the long runs until the fuel tank was empty, hoping that I could catch him a lap down like I did.
Well, I almost did on that one point right there when we got that caution right there real late. Got a lot of the guys there a lap down. But, hey, nonetheless, you pulled this thing off here tonight. Awesome finish, thriller there at the end. Got anybody out there you want to thank?
So thank all Log Dog Motorsports. John Houston's back with us this week. Tom Wetmore, Bryce Sinisak, Mike Franklin, Rick Donathan, and Nick Hunt. Helping me out and keeping me calm on the radio.
Definitely, man. You got to stay calm, cool, collective. But, hey, nonetheless, y'all got it, man, going on, and everything's flying here. Party time, man, at Mason Weitzel's pit crew here, and definitely pulling it off here at Atlanta tonight. Again, congratulations to the 99 of Mason Weitzel.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for everything you do.
Appreciate it, man. I'll tell you what, Dave, right there, a relieved guy pulling this thing off here tonight. And again, boy, I just can't get over. That was an awesome race to the line. Got any final words on it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great race. But then again, I'm used to seeing it week in, week out with these guys. Can't wait. Unfortunately, gonna have to wait 2 weeks because we're off next week. But I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys can do at Watkins Glen. Yeah,
no doubt about it. Like I said, we're off next week, Thanksgiving. So everybody out there, happy early Thanksgiving, because like I said, we will be off. But hey, what's our network's not off? We still got Cup action here in Atlanta tomorrow night. Definitely bring it to you. And if it's anything like it was tonight, boy, it ought to be a thriller there again. But until then, myself, Joe White, Dave Everly up here. We're up here in the booth. Everyone, hope y'all loved it. And have a good night.